Trump Kangaroo court cases ruled unconstitutional. Judge dismisses Trump's classified documents case. The basis of unconstitutionality. One of the central arguments in the dismissal of Trump's cases is the alleged overreach of judicial authority. The rulings assert that certain judicial actions taken during these proceedings exceeded constitutional limits, infringing on the separation of powers between the branches of government. The role of the Attorney General. Attorney General Merrick Garland's role in appointing special counsels has come under scrutiny. Critics argue that these appointments bypassed the necessary legislative oversight, leading to questions about the legitimacy of the prosecutions that followed. The legal precedents. Supreme Court decisions. Historically, the Supreme Court has ruled on the boundaries of executive and judicial powers. In cases where special counsels have been appointed without proper oversight, the court has often sided with maintaining strict adherence to constitutional protocols. Previous lower court rulings. Several lower court decisions have highlighted inconsistencies in the application of justice in high-profile cases. These rulings have often set the stage for more rigorous scrutiny at the appellate level, paving the way for significant legal debates. The impact on Trump's legal battles. Dismissal of charges. The recent dismissals have significantly altered the legal landscape for Trump. Dozens of felony charges, including those related to the mishandling of classified information and obstruction of justice, have been set aside. This development not only impacts Trump's legal standing, but also his political narrative. Future prosecutions. The rulings raise critical questions about the viability of future prosecutions. If appointments and actions deemed unconstitutional are allowed to stand, it could set a precedent that undermines the integrity of the judicial process. Political ramifications. Reinforcing Trump's narrative. Trump has long claimed that he is the target of politically motivated prosecutions. The dismissal of these cases strengthens his narrative, potentially influencing public opinion and voter behavior. The timing of these rulings, coinciding with major political events such as the Republican National Convention, cannot be overlooked. The legal victories provide a substantial boost to Trump's political capital at a critical juncture. Analyzing the charges. Trump was accused of willfully retaining classified documents at his Mar-a-Lago estate. The nature of these documents and the implications of their retention were central to the charges. However, with the dismissal, the focus shifts to the procedural aspects of the case rather than the substantive allegations. Obstruction of justice. The obstruction charges centered on allegations that Trump directed his associates to hide and destroy evidence. These accusations, if proven, would represent serious breaches of legal and ethical standards. The dismissal of these charges raises significant concerns about accountability and justice. The constitutional arguments. Separation of powers. At the heart of the rulings is the principle of separation of powers. The Constitution delineates clear boundaries between the executive, legislative, and judicial branches to prevent any one branch from exerting undue influence. The rulings suggest that these boundaries were not respected in the handling of Trump's cases. Legislative oversight. The necessity of legislative oversight in the appointment of special counsels is a recurring theme. The absence of such oversight in Garland's appointments is seen as a critical flaw that undermines the legitimacy of the prosecutions. Broader legal implications. Future special counsel appointments. The rulings have far-reaching implications for the future of special counsel appointments. If the precedent set by these decisions is upheld, it could necessitate a re-evaluation of the processes by which special counsels are appointed and their powers defined. Checks and balances. The rulings underscore the importance of maintaining a system of checks and balances. Ensuring that no single branch oversteps its constitutional limits is essential for preserving the rule of law and public trust in the judicial system. Public perception and trust. Public trust in the judicial system is paramount. The perception of fairness and impartiality is crucial for maintaining confidence in the legal process. The rulings, by highlighting procedural flaws, risk undermining this trust if not adequately addressed. Media coverage and public opinion. Media coverage plays a significant role in shaping public opinion. The portrayal of these rulings in the media will influence how the public perceives the legitimacy of the judicial process and the individuals involved. The FAQs. What were the main reasons for dismissing Trump's cases? The cases were dismissed primarily on constitutional grounds, arguing that the appointment of special counsel Jack Smith by Attorney General Merrick Garland was unconstitutional due to the lack of necessary legislative oversight. How does this affect Trump's legal standing? The dismissal removes several serious felony charges against Trump, significantly altering his legal landscape and strengthening his political narrative of being targeted by politically motivated prosecutions. What are the broader implications of these rulings? These rulings raise important questions about the separation of powers, the legitimacy of special counsel appointments, and the need for legislative oversight. They could set precedents that impact future judicial and executive actions. Could these decisions be overturned? Yes, the decisions are likely to be appealed and reviewed by higher courts, including the Supreme Court. The outcomes of these appeals will provide further clarity on the constitutional issues involved. The dismissal of former President Donald Trump's classified documents case by U.S. District Judge Aileen Cannon marks a pivotal moment in American legal and political history. This article delves into the intricacies of Judge Cannon's ruling, the constitutional arguments at play, and the broader implications for the justice system and executive power. The core of Judge Cannon's ruling. Judge Cannon's decision centers on the appointment of Jack Smith as special counsel by Attorney General Merrick Garland. Smith was neither nominated by the President nor confirmed by the U.S. Senate, a process typically required for such significant roles. Cannon argued that this appointment violated the separation of powers doctrine, which ensures that no single branch of government overreaches its authority.